Hi everyone, thanks for watching this video. So today's class is about demonstrating an example of low-code development. And in this example, there is an application that can achieve the following functions such as add staff, edit staff, delete staff, and display basic staff information. So to do that, first of all, we need to log into our SuperOS platform. Create a form template that contains the basic staff information as its attribute. And this time we will do it inside our application. So go to Design Center under Business Designer. You can create a new application. I used the old one, and inside it, so here, Object Model Management. Under here, you can create a new form template I have created. So just check that one. And under Attribute, you can add basic staff information. To make it simple, I only created 3 attributes. So after this, what we need to do is to create pages, interfaces that can display and add and edit and delete staff information, right? So inside interface design, first of all, we can create a new folder to hold the pages that we might need for our application. Okay, and then inside this folder, let me add the first page, which is for display staff info, free layout. Okay, in this page, well, we need to add a table to display our staff information, right? Okay, so the first step is to give it a data source, and which should be the form template we just added. And inside it, these are the attributes we want to be displayed, right? And for future use, we can add this ID here because it's always used as the primary key, and it might be useful, right? So just add it. Here we can choose the header from the attributes we added. First one is name. The display name would be our displayed header. So normally ID is a field we won't display, so just make it like this. And then it would look like this. So now we have finished the displaying staff information function, right? So what we need to do it now is to add a staff. So back to the interface design. Let's add a button here. Change it to add staff. Both okay. And so when you click this button, there should be a pop-up window that listed all the information that you need to enter, and then you can click a button to save those information to our template. Then it will be displayed on our table, right? So now what we need to do is to add another page for adding staff. Also free layout. So this pop-up window should be a little bit smaller. Let's make it to like 400 and 350, almost like that. And on this page, we need to add input boxes for staff name. Let's make it to name so that we use it later. Name. Age. And for 6, let's do a radio. Let's give it 2 options. And the options should be static, which is female, and male. You can make each of one of them as selected by default. And then we need 2 more buttons for confirmation of those information. And cancel the operation. Okay, we need to connect it to our staff info display table. Connect it to this button. So click, give it a click event, and this event should be linked to a page. It's called add staff, right? Here. And you can give it a title. And the window size should be the same as the canvas size. So let's save it, refresh the page, and check. So now it can display, right? But now if you add anything, it will have nothing. Nothing happens, right? Because you have not given function to this button. So what we need to do now is to add functions or service to our OK and cancel button. So this cancel button, when we click the add staff button, this window is popped up, right? And then if we click this cancel button, means that we cancel the add staff operation, right? So when we click this cancel, means the whole window should be closed. So click event and close the window like that. And then this OK button, when we click that, it means that all the information on this pop-up window should be collected and saved to our form template so it can be displayed on our table, right? So inside this OK button, we also need to give it a click event. And the first step is to get the form data, right? And we have that packed as a script util. You need to go to our official site under API and global APIs, find the get form data here, get form data, and then just copy and here, copy and paste. And these are the fields on the form, and we only have 3 fields, which are name, age, and sex. Remember before when I was adding those controls, I have given them name, the component name, and those are listed here. And now we can get all the information. Let's see if we got it right, shall we? And give it a variable data, and then let's print the data out and check here. So preview. Let's see. Okay, here we have got the data. That's fine, and go back. And after we got the data, what we need to do is to save the data to which is also add the data to our template, right? And we have this service embedded, which you can check under here inside our template embedded service. Here, see, add data table entry. So this is just an embedded service. We need to use a packed script util to execute embedded service, okay? So you need to go to our official site and find the script util service execution, this one. Let's just paste, copy and paste it here. So here you can see that this is call service under template, and this is for under an instance or a template. We don't need this. We only need to use the first one. So just delete that. And here we need to change the namespace of this template. So staff info namespace MSLs, and its alias is staff info. So let's change it. Yes, staff info. And under here, service name, our service here, add data table entry, namespace system, and its alias is this. Let's copy this. System and add data table entry. So this is the input parameter of this service, and it should be the form data we get from the pop-up window. So data. And after that, it's printed out. And what we need is when you click this OK button, it should tell you whether it's successfully added or not. So we need a message. It's also here. Let's see, message. Not this one. Message, show message. And here. Show message. Let's just put it here. Message should be successfully added. Success. And after the message, this pop-up window should be closed. So we need a close model, show model, close model here. And now remember, the message is showed on the parent window. So we need to add this, and also the window to be closed is also a parent window. So like this. Now let's try here. So click add staff, pop-up window, and let's add another person, staff, Jason. Okay, here. And now you see there's nothing come up, right? And refresh. You can see your Jason here. So what we need to do is when we added the data, we need to reload the data like right after, so that we don't need to refresh the page for us to see the displayed new data. And we have that on our reload data. It's in element script, and find table, table here. See, there are some example code of this control that you might use. And here, let's find here, get data. Again, that means reload the table data. So let's put it here. So let's go to component ID. We need to reload the table data. So here is the table component ID. That is our staff table. Here. It's okay. We didn't change anything. Come in. Here. Change the component ID to this. And also the table is our parent table, so we also need this here. Okay, now reload, and finish, save. Let's check it again. Let's add another one. Kyle 35. Okay, see, it's like immediately refreshed. So we have finished the add staff function. What we need to do now is to edit and delete staff from our table. And let's go to our display table page inside here. See, our element script, there is an example code for table for you to add another operation column on the table which contains two functions, including edit and delete. So here it's content loading because it just displayed, it will be displayed directly without clicking anything. So content loading, just paste it here. First of all, we can deal with the delete because edit requires another page. So let's do easy one first. Here, render. Let's just see the effect first. There's something wrong. Content loading property. Let me see. Oh, component ID. I need to get the component ID of this table and put it here. Now let's check. Oh, there's still nothing because there is no header to hold this operation. So we need to click add header. So there is a hidden field on our table. That is, the name of that is operation. This hidden field is already packed inside our inside this table control, so you can directly just use it, just add it, and then check the effect. See, you can see. Of course, for now, if you click this delete, there would have nothing happened because we have not give it functions yet, right? So what we need to do is when you click this delete button, we need to delete this string of data, right? And we have that embedded service that's delete data table entries. So we need to have the service execution code here, and we have used it in our add staff page. So let's just go here and paste, copy it, right? Okay. Paste it here and okay. Don't need to change this. No. And here, just change the service name. And the input parameters, let's check. Here, just need an ID. Let's see, where can we get the ID? First of all, do this and see the information in the console here. So this is a delete, and this is my row, right? Row data. See here, delete row, and the system ID is inside my row. So let's do it like input parameter is an object, and the ID should be inside our row system ID, right? So like that, and then also reload data table, but it's in the current table, and this is delete, so successfully deleted. And we don't need to close any window. This. And we have get the table already. Look like this table. Okay. Now let's try. Okay, so delete, done. Okay, what we need to do now is for the last function, which is edit. So edit, and now we need a page ID. This page ID is the pop-up window for the edit staff window. And so now we need to add another page, which is edit staff. So edit staff page would look exact the same as add staff. So just copy that one and change the name to edit. Okay. Edit staff. Let's see. When we edit this staff, and then preview the page, you can get a page ID here. Copy it and paste it. Here. And now the model window width would be 400 and this would be 350. And we haven't been using this one because we can actually get the data from our edit window. Then check this. See, now you can see this edit, right? When you click edit, you will get the edit window, but there is supposed to have the data of this row, right? But there's nothing because we need to do it on our edit staff page. I'm sorry, the name is not right. Here. Okay. Inside. Also, when content loading, the information should be on this page. So the first step is to get the row of data and to display them on this window. So that means to get the current row of data, and we have that on our element, where's table? Element example code. Current row, current row, current row here. Just copy and paste it here. Also component ID. Component ID is our table ID. I should have that changed or saved somewhere for easy use. Anyway, content loading template ID here. And now we can get the current row. Let's see. Let's print it out to see if we can get the right data. Okay. Let's see. Type error. Cannot read. Let me see what is wrong. Oh, because the data is on our parent window. So add this. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have, yeah, spelled it wrong. Save it. Then let's do it again. Click edit. See, we can get the data. So what we need to do now is to display the data on our form, right? On our window. So you remember before we used the get form data, And now we need to set the data on our form, right? So we need to come here in the global APIs. Let's try set form data here. Sorry. It's an object. Let's make it like this. So this is the data we need to be displayed on our table. And here, let's see what. So this is the age, name, and the sex as this with the namespace. So it should be, the name is the namespace name. Okay. Also age. Okay. Now let's see. See if we can get the row data. See? Okay, so after that, when we click this OK button, we should have the changed data saved to our template. So it's almost the same as the add data table entry, but the service should be different. Should be update data table entry. So change that, and the input parameters should be like this. Let's just copy it and put it here. Let's just do it like this. And so where means the condition, right? It's kind of like the primary key. So we need to use our ID because ID is unique, but name, age, sex, they can be deprecated, right? So we need to use ID. That means when we get the form data, we need another field, which is ID. But for now, we don't have ID. So how can we get it? That means when we get the current row data, we need to get ID of that and set it to our table window, not table. ID here, and then inside this, okay, so we can get this ID, right? And now let's see, the ID should be like what? Do it like this, and then finish. Click OK. So inside it, ID is undefined. Let me see what's wrong. Check the ID. Oh, this should be system ID instead of my namespace. And check here, ID. So, okay, now let's see. Okay, so here, ID. Okay, directly just ID under data. So this would be update, and here, directly data, the ID, and here, sorry, age is date, age, and also sex. Okay. Here, reload, and show this would be edited. Sorry, here. Okay. Let me try it again. Okay, Judy, 30. Okay, so till now we have finished the application which can achieve functions like add staff, edit staff, delete staff, and display staff information. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.